Good morning, or, well, good afternoon. It's 12:38. I got washed up, but I didn't get changed. I'm still in my night shirt, sweatshirt, and I'm still in bed. And I don't think I'll be doing too much moving from here, but that's okay. It's okay once in a while. I did get up, I washed up, I brushed my teeth, I put my castor oil on my neck, I did my lotion on my legs and arms, and I flossed, and washed my hair and just did the blow dryer on it. I put up the blinds, except for here in the bedroom. I leave them down. It's kind of gray. I gathered up the trash and put it by the door and put a clean bag in the can, and I washed a dish that was in the sink. So I'm like, it's okay. You got done what you had to get done. I read the card for the morning. I got to be honest, I can't even remember the card, which is really unusual for me because I can usually remember, but I feel like my head is numb. I'm having such a hard emotional time, and I know that goes with, when you lose someone and you're going through all these stages and changes, and so I know that what I'm feeling is normal and typical and all that. I got some water. This is my second cup. I had one through the night. I was awake a lot through the night. I didn't feel well, and right now I have a headache, and pretty typical. So I'm just reading, watching videos, chatting in between with a friend, which is always appreciated. I didn't go on Facebook yet. I'm still on a weird fence, with that. But I feel worn, like my body feels worn because emotionally I feel worn. And I was watching videos, and I'm subscribed to Isabel Page, and she put her wedding video up, and I cried like a baby, just with the realization of they're young and starting their life, and I pray it's a long one for them and a good one. It's a weird feeling being here on my own. It's very weird. Sometimes I feel like there's no one in the world. Yeah, it's just me. That's what it feels like sometimes. And I'm kind of stuck in this. I feel like I kind of went down the rabbit hole. Like, did it drop, And I know I won't stay there. I won't allow myself to stay there. But I'm acknowledging what I'm feeling, which is what I'm told I need to do. Whatever you're feeling, let yourself feel it. And that feeling won't stay forever. So that's what I'm doing. Right now, I'm just worn. I probably will take a nap, actually. That's kind of what I feel like I need to do. I opened my window just to get some fresh air in, and I'm hearing summertime noises. Somebody's got their motorcycle out. And anyway, so I'm going to go for right now. I'm going to go fix a coffee, I think, and then I'll be back. Okay. I changed my shirt, took off the one I had on, threw it in the laundry, got a clean one that I just washed. And, I'm okay with a brain rest day. I don't do this very often, but it almost seems like by Sunday, by the time the week has gone, I'm so overwhelmed that I can't even think, you know. I just made my coffee in my sunflower cup glass. It's pretty, isn't it? Now it'll drip, it'll have condensation a little bit, but that's okay. I don't mind. That's really good. And I have all my pills in my case. I set them up at the end of the day for the next day now. And it's so much easier for me to like know exactly what I have, exactly what I've taken. Because you guys know that I've been on 4 milligrams of Ativan, and I'm in a cutting back stage, a little bit of a cutting back. So yesterday I took 3 milligrams instead of 4. And what I'm doing is I'm breaking the 1 milligrams in half. So they're half pieces, half milligrams at a time. And I'm able to keep track and like check, you know, the time on the clock and all that. I'd like to get back to the 3 milligrams and get away from the 4. And then maybe at some point 2.5, maybe 2 milligrams. You know, that's my hope. That's my goal. And by having a visual, that really helps me. So while I was out in the kitchen, I got the card. The card for the day is, tension is who you think you should be. Relaxation is who you are. That's a Chinese proverb. The action is take short, relaxing breaks at your workplace at least twice a day. Notice that it will improve your productivity, quality of work, and state of mind. I had to read that twice to kind of get it, you know. I want to show you too. I don't think I showed this, but if I did, just ignore me. I'm working on picture number 2 in the Grief is Love book that Stacy sent me right after Sky passed away. So this is my second picture, and I'm putting effort into this one. The first one I did, I was like, I had no brain cells. I still don't have brain cells, but I'm trying. And my friend yesterday, he gave me a puzzle to do. He loaned it to me. It's 300 pieces, which is perfect for the card table that I use as my dining room table. Sky and I have had that table for 5 years. Believe it or not. We got it at Walmart, and it's still holding up. So I'm going to pick a day and work on this 300-piece puzzle. I'll be able to do it in one day. I love to do puzzles, but more smaller ones, like 300 or 500 pieces. Gives me anything to give me something to do, you know. I looked on Temu and I found a couple of 20 centimeter by 20 centimeter diamond art for like $1.99 that I might order, but they're not turtles. Not that I always need turtles, but they're ones that I could do and put here in my room because they're very eclectic, and you know, my room is very eclectic. So I wanted just to share that, share those couple things with you. So I'm gonna have my coffee, and I'm just going to stay put for a bit. Maybe later on I'll put the TV on and set up Hulu. I don't know. I don't never know what I want to do anymore. I know I don't want to cry. That's one thing I don't want to do. I don't want to cry. Last night I was so shook up that I went over and I got Sky's picture, and I brought it over to the bed, and I kept it with me all night. Yeah, my son, he spent a good bit of time in county jail and state prison, and a good bit of time is a total of 10 years between the two. And so communication with him is a little bit hard, and he doesn't come around at all, really. And that's probably for the better right now, because he needs to work on himself. And I need to get a little better with where I am emotionally. I mean, I'd love to have someone here staying with me. Like, trust me on that. Being by myself so much of the time is really hard. And even when I went out, like every day last week and then Saturday, so like 6 days in a row. But the first day I went to the grocery store, so I was on my own. Yeah, there was people in the store, but I didn't talk with anyone. You know, there wasn't anyone with me. When I went to the doctor, I talked to the doctor. And I cried through the whole visit. Like, I swear, 45 minutes of just crying, like ugly crying, you know, like Wednesday I ran errands. So there was no one with me when I was running errands. It was just me. And then I met my friend and we had a coffee and it was nice to sit and talk. We went over to the Dollar Tree and just kind of walked around. And it was nice to have someone to like, what do you think of this? What do you think of this? So that was nice. And then Thursday, I went back to the Dollar Tree by myself to get more of the jars. So it was just me. And Friday, I went to CVS to get my prescription. So it was just like, I gave the girl my name and that was it. That was the only communication. And there was a long line for prescriptions that day. It was like, it was from the end of the aisle where you wait all the way through the aisle and then around the corner. I never saw a line like that, but it moved pretty quickly. And then yesterday, my friend took me out for lunch. He said, I'll pick you up and take you out for lunch. And we were out maybe an hour and a half and just talked. You know, he's 82 and talked about life. We talked a lot about death. We talked about his, you know, like the plots that his family owns and burial plots and, you know, cremation versus straight up burial and just a lot of, you know, talk. Oh, and he gave me a Bible. Hang on. I didn't own a Bible. I've had Bibles in my time, but I didn't keep them. But anyway, so I have a Bible now. It's an old one. And he put some suggestions inside. He wrote, read the Gospel of Luke, read the Gospel of Mark, Gospel of Matthew, Gospel of John, and Ecclesiastes. He feels like they would help me the most. Yeah, so, yeah. So, yeah, I got me a Bible. I'm grateful. So I'll be okay. I'm just feeling lost. I don't like it. I don't like feeling lost. I don't. It's empty. There's a void. Like, it's like there's no one here, you know, like in the world. It's like, it's just me. And I keep thinking, gosh, this is how it's going to be forever for me. That's what I think. And I don't want to be alone the rest of my life. I'm not made for that. But I'm older, and things are different when you're older, you know. And I'm not a social butterfly by any means. I don't go out, like, I don't go to dances. I don't go to group meetings. I don't, you know, like your city has like flower making and, you know, like stuff like that. I don't do those things. That's not my thing. So I have tinnitus. Tinnitus is that sound in your ears that you can't get away from ever. I've had it since 2016. So 8 years. And sometimes it's like a 2 on a scale of 1 to 10, and sometimes it's 10 on a scale of 1 to 10. Right now it's about a 4. And sometimes it depends on medication. Like if I take ibuprofen, it'll heighten, the sound will heighten a little bit, get louder. So I know ibuprofen kicks it up some. And yeah, so anyway, so that's what I'm doing as far as like my benzo. I want to get from 4 milligrams to 3. And I did that yesterday with actually no problem at all. And it's usually for most people, it's pretty easy when you're on a higher amount to drop down 0.5 milligram or 1 milligram. There's usually no problem. You don't feel anything physical that's adverse. It's when you start to get a little bit lower that you may probably will feel, a little bit off. But so the goal was 3 milligrams, and then stay on that a while. Benzodiazepines are very addictive. Your body gets used to them so quickly, and your brain. And so then to go back off of them, you've got to go real slow. You've got to let your body catch up to all the new feelings. Everything that was kind of sleeping needs to come awake again. And the part of your brain that has your anxiety, like a benzo will kind of put like a nice warm hat over that spot, and will keep all that anxiety down. And then as you go back off your medication, the hat is slowly removed. And if you're like cut cold turkey, that hat gets ripped off, and then all of this, like everything goes haywire. All the anxiety that's been asleep wakes up screaming in like a night terror. And so you have to take the cap off real slow. And I know a lot about benzos because I've been on them since I was 27 and I'm almost 65. So you do the math. And I'm talking like daily use, pretty much. Either Xanax or Ativan. Yeah. So I know benzos. So yesterday I did 3 milligrams, and the goal today is 3. And we'll stay at 3 for a while. My long-term goal would be 2 milligrams. That for me is like a comfort level, and then if I'd ever get okay enough in my life and things really slow down and get better for me, 1 milligram broken in half, Anyway, I'm going to have my coffee and I'm going to go. Thanks for being here with me, you guys. If you're the one left behind, you have a loss, I'm so sorry. And when I say I'm so sorry, I mean it, because I know what you're going through. Like, I know every one of those feelings. I'm still brand new at it. I haven't hit the 12-week mark yet. That's coming up on Tuesday. So I'm brand new. I'm a brand new person left behind. And I'm alone almost all the time. Don't have parents, don't have family to speak of at all. And my kids are just not in my life. So I really have almost no one. And so I'm working with that and trying to figure out what direction I want to go into, for my future. Yeah. So I appreciate you guys being here and, encouraging me, and I'll be okay, because I've been through a lot in my life, and I've had a lot of losses, a lot of different kinds of losses. So I'll get through this one. I'll get through it. It's going to take a long time, but I'll get through it. So you guys take care. okay, best you can. And, know that I'm sending big hugs, and I'm sending a lot of power of positivity and a lot of prayers. Yeah.